my creative critters, and welcome to Sketching with Sarah. I'm Sarah, and today it's gonna be another Fun Fact Friday video. It's been a while since I made one of these videos sharing facts about animals, so here we go. I decided to play around in Procreate and draw my animal hybrid character, the BIPPO, which is a beaver hippopotamus. If you're familiar with my channel or the art that I love to create, it always involves animals somehow. I love learning about animals and studying them, and I just think there's so many different animals out there that I'll never run out of stuff to learn and be inspired by. I just think animals are so cool. I started this channel in 2020 to share my passion of animals through my other passion, art, and I've kind of lost the animal aspect of my videos gradually, and I've been more focused on the art aspect, which is great, but I think this year I want to go back to creating more content, sharing cool things that I learn about animals again. Since I upload a new video here every Friday, the uploads start to sneak up on me with my other responsibilities in real life, so I don't have a lot of time to research and put together a video to the level that I want, so I've been defaulting to just the art process and talking about that. Fun fact, if you're new here, I started this channel in quarantine, and I look back on my old videos with fondness because I really put in my all in every one of them, and I'm hoping to get that same drive back this year. So with all that said, I'm not super familiar and comfortable with Procreate still, and I got some new brushes to play around with, so this is basically me just playing around with some new Procreate brushes. Is this the best work of art I've created? No, but it was really fun to play around and experiment outside of my comfort zone, and I hope you enjoy watching my process nonetheless. So beavers. Let's talk about beavers first, shall we? By the way, all sources for any information that I share in any of my videos are linked in my description, so you can do your own research and go down your own learning rabbit hole like I do. So beavers, let's start with what they look like. Beavers are thick-set and heavy and grow about 4 feet long, including a paddle-shaped tail that is about a foot long. Now, I think the most defining feature of a beaver is their iconic tail. Their tails are broad and flat, and they have a really unique pattern on them that are like blackish scales. As far as how beavers live, once they reach adulthood, they form a monogamous pair and usually live in family groups of up to 8 related individuals, and a group of beavers is called a colony. Younger siblings stay with their parents for up to 2 years, helping with infant care, food collection, and dam building. Beavers are really territorial against other beaver families, and I mean, I would be too. They spend so much time building their homes, and I wouldn't want intruders messing it all up uninvited. Something that they use their unique tail for is in order to warn family members of danger. They slap their tails against the water, creating a really powerful noise. I'll include a link to a video on YouTube of a beaver slapping its tail, so you can check it out if you're curious. It's pretty cool how it's like a swift slap and then they dive underwater. From the video, it's not super loud, but I'm sure on a quiet standing water, it can be pretty loud. Also, can we talk about how beavers can get pretty dang big? Beavers can weigh up to as much as 70 pounds. My black lab is about 55 pounds, and she's not a small dog, so it's interesting how big these boys really are. Beavers have short legs, and their hind feet are webbed, and their forepaws aren't as webbed, and beavers use them more like we use our hands. Beavers also have a pair of musk glands or casters that produce a goo called castoreum, and this goo is used by the beavers to waterproof their fur and is sometimes used commercially in perfumes and even some flavoring. I think by far the most interesting thing about beavers is, if not their amazing ability to create such complex dams, but that this castoreum goo that they secrete smells like vanilla. I was so inspired by this that I did an illustration with a binturong, which smells like popcorn, and a beaver at the movie theaters, and the beaver is eating vanilla ice cream and the binturong is eating some popcorn, and it was just such a fun illustration to work on. So now that we've talked about beavers a little bit, let's get into the hippo part of this BIPPO. Hippopotamuses are really large, round, and water-loving animals that are native to Africa. Something I found interesting is that a hippopotamus comes from the Greek word water horse or river horse, although hippos aren't closely related to horses at all. I didn't think so. If you look at a hippo and then look at a horse, they're pretty drastically different. different. The closest living relative to hippos are pigs, whales, and dolphins, and I can definitely see hippos having some pig in them, can't you? Hippos are the third largest living land mammal after elephants and white rhinos, and they grow from between 10.8 and 16.5 feet long and are up to 5.2 feet tall at the shoulder. I'm about 5'2" in shoes, and it's interesting to think about standing next to a hippo and being its height, just knowing how massive they are. The average female hippo weighs around 3,000 pounds, and the males can weigh anywhere from 3,500 to 9,920 pounds. These are some beasts. Hippos can be found in the wild in sub-Saharan Africa, and they live in areas with plenty of water because they spend most of their time submerged to keep their skin cool and moist, and they spend up to 16 hours of their day in the water. Hippos are also pretty social, and a group of them is called a school, bloat, pod, or siege. I just think it's so cute that a bunch of tubby hippos together is called a bloat. Anyway, schools of hippos usually consist of 10 to 30 members, including both male and females, but there have been groups with as many as 200 individuals. However big the bloat is, it's usually led by a dominant male, of course. Hippos are also really loud, and their snorts, grumbles, and wheezes can measure at 115 decibels. What does 115 decibels mean? Because I don't really know. Well, apparently it's the same volume you get when you are 15 feet away from speakers at a rock concert. That's crazy. Those are so cute and squishy looking, but they are actually terrifying and dangerous with the sheer strength of their jaw alone. I mean, breaking a watermelon like a toothpick strength. The last thing I want to talk about with hippos is something that I just learned today, is that although hippos move pretty easily through the water, they can't actually swim. Rather, they glide through the water by pushing themselves off of other objects. They can stay submerged underwater for up to 5 minutes without coming up for air, which is pretty impressive. So these are all the facts that I wanted to share with you about beavers and hippos while playing around in Procreate, drawing my BIPPO critter. I might go back in and rework this drawing. I mean, I only spent a few hours on it to play around with the brushes. Plus, I wanted the main focus of this video to be talking about beavers and hippos, so be on the lookout on Instagram if I do decide to rework this drawing, because I will probably be posting it there. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me play around in Procreate and maybe learn something new about beavers and hippos. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to leave it a like and subscribe for more art and animal related content. I upload a new video here every Friday, and I would love for you to become a creative critter with me and follow along on my YouTube journey. If you made it this far, leave me a comment and tell me what other animals you'd like to learn more about, because I get really inspired learning about animals, even the animals that we feel like we know all about. There's always something new to find out. So let me know what your favorite animal is, or just say hi. I love chatting with you guys in the comments, and I respond to everything. Plus, the engagement really helps for YouTube to show my videos for more people to see, so comments really help more than you know. I also wanted to say a quick thank you to all of you who are new and those of you who have been subscribed for a while. I know YouTube is a slow grind and hard to grow on, and it means a lot to have you guys here, and I looked at my analytics recently to see how much I grew this past year, and I gained about 121 new subscribers this year, which is just amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay creative, and I'll see you in next Friday's video.